Hello, I'm Jerry Brassfield, and as you may or may not be aware, I am not at the convention, so I was unable to attend. That doesn't make me happy, but I still wanted to share a few thoughts with you. You have invested your time, your money, and you have taken this step to be at the convention. And if I were to ask you, why did you do that? I have to answer that. I can't hear from you directly, but I know it must be that you want to get out and travel and go somewhere after being locked down in this terrible pandemic. Possibly along with that, you would like to socialize with our NeoLife family, which is my favorite thing to do. And also, maybe, just maybe, you want to try to pick up some information that will help you be a more successful and run a better business and be able to grow that business. And most likely in there somewhere will be, I would like to be a leader. And that brought me to something I've been thinking about a lot lately, because there are so many definitions that I read about, hear about, from people who are explaining what it is, what's a leader, what separates leaders from other people, from ordinary people. And always you'll hear something like, well, a leader has integrity. And while that is desirable, of course, and mandatory just to be a good human being, that won't necessarily make you a leader. Other attributes might be, I've heard, okay, you have to take initiative if you're a leader. You have to be able to improvise and adjust to changing situations. You must have the courage of your convictions. And there's a lot of labels that get put on. You have to have goals and plans and this and that, but you could have all these things and still not be an effective leader. So what is the difference, and what separates or defines leadership? What do leaders get done that is different or distinct or stands out from what ordinary people accomplish? And so I would like to, they accomplish things other than people of initiative or creative resolve or integrity or whatever. They get something done, and from my studies and research, in order for something to be true, it has, in my mind, has to be true in every situation. So let's take what I believe to be the definition of a leader, and I think you'll find this will be true throughout your experiences. Leaders are people who rally people to a better future. In other words, you see something, a leader looks into the future because of their own experience, in our case with products, or with personal growth, or with building a business, and they see possibilities that they can pass along and cause people to believe and embrace and have faith that, you know what, this could work for me. I'm going to go along with you. Now, when you see people going along with you, you are leading. You are leading. And the more you lead and the more experiences you put yourself into, eventually you could turn into what I call a great leader. So great leaders rally people to a better future also. And so that is, in fact, you have to carry, a leader will carry an image, a vivid image of what they see and what the future could be, and then get people to buy into that future. And then and only then, when people buy into it, if you're able to rally others to the better future that he, she, you see, that you have to see it, then you are, if they buy into it, then you are leading and you are becoming a better leader, and eventually a great leader. Now, leaders also need followers. And leaders need, by the way, the opposite of a leader is not a follower. An opposite of a leader is a pessimist. They don't believe you can have that better future, and so they're going to discourage, okay? They're a pessimist. A follower is a leader, potential leader in training, because they're watching successful people like Josh and Chelsea Clark, like the blank, like Charlie and Ulta Bolton, like so many others, you know, like Louis and Laverne Smith. You're watching them, and you are learning, and someday you might just get up enough nerve to say, you know what, I'm going to lead on my own. Now, many of you are in leadership roles right today, and especially, I know, in the area of telling people about how their health, how you see a better picture for their health, and how you can solve that by introducing them to the NeoLife family, the NeoLife way of life, the NeoLife products, okay? You do that. When you do that and you convince somebody, you're leading them to a better life. Some of you are leading in the area of self-improvement by encouraging people to grow and take part and to read, think positive, to read positive books, to read the Bible, to do all these things. And when you're doing that, you're leading in that area, okay? And of course, you know, you're leading people in a bigger picture when you start telling them about how they can build a better business and how that business can lead to a brighter future. So a leader, then, back to that definition, is rallying people to a better future, okay? And so I would like to then just talk a few minutes about another side of leadership, and that is people who manage around the affairs of a leader. And we have that in many of our teams. We have that with Louis and Laverne Smith. Look at Louis as the great leader, and look at Laverne as trying to manage Louis and Laverne. I know that's not an easy job, okay? Now, look at me and my brother Bob. I was more the visionary, and my brother Bob was the manager. And he led in that department, by the way. Managers they can lead also. But the visionary needs a manager. My brother Bob did a great job, and now I rely on Simon at Wetzel and others to be that counterbalance to my thoughts, okay? And Kendra, for example, Kendra's a visionary, you see that, and in her case, we have to beef up that management side. Sorry to say this, Kendra, but we put Simon in there, we put Marco Taylor in there, Bill Jarm in there, we put, others. Kendra requires a lot of balance, okay? So that makes up for her. This is my fourth attempt to make a video. I'm not perfect. The first one I did at the office the other day, and it wasn't good. It was thrown out. I did one for Kendra, sent it to her after she told me what to say, and then the joke she told me to say, the other parts of it didn't work, and then she called me up and I sent it to her and said in so many words, she said, no, that's not good. You have to do it again. So anyway, then I made another video where I had the camera pointing in the wrong direction. So now I have it on me, hopefully, and this video will come through. I would like to say that, I'm asked all the time, how do I get my team going? I can't get my 2 recruits going. Well, get yourself going first in those simple things, okay, that you know what to do. Also, pointing out your team members' faults will not make them stronger. It simply makes them less accomplished. It makes them nervous. They lose self-confidence. I remember one time I was at a meeting in South Africa. Graham Caldwell was speaking, and he said, before he went up, he said, please listen to me tonight and give me some critique. Well, during his talk, he was doing a nice job, and I started writing very fast on my paper. And the more I wrote, I didn't catch it at the time, but he started doing worse and worse. And he just thought that I was writing down a lot of things that were wrong with his talk, and just the thought of that just totally disrupted his thinking, and he was in tears at the end of the session, okay, until he found out that I wasn't even listening to him. Now, you have to tell people you have confidence in them and point out their strong points, not their weak points, and let the strong points dominate and not the weak points dominate. Does that make sense? Anyway, I want to thank you for listening to me today. You are surrounded by leaders in every area of our business. You have people there that are leaders in business building. You have product people that are leaders. You have company people that are leaders and are doing the job. And you have this knowledge around you. Pay attention. Be in the moment. Take notes. Take notes. You can have enough information out of this one convention that will change your life. And I encourage you to take advantage of it. You've made the effort to be here. So really, really take advantage of that. I want to thank you for listening to me. And I want to say have a great convention, and God bless you. God bless you so much. Thank you.